Truck 12, neighbor complaint, unlicensed ostrich farm.
Should I be concerned?
They are violent and have famously bad temperaments.
It's bad, Frank. It's starting to feel extremely targeted.
Welcome back. Our next guest is one of our favorites, and we love whenever he stops by. You know him as an actor and, of course, a host from shows like Community and The Soup. Now he can be seen going wild every Thursday on the new series Animal Control. Joel McHale, welcome back.
Thank you.
Whoa,
Thank
Joel,
you so much.
What is this giant light switch behind you, and what does it turn on?
Oh.
That's the power for Los Angeles. Don't turn this. This is actually a Halloween costume that my son wore when he was like 2 years old.
He just wanted to be a light switch?
And what
He wanted to be a light switch.
That's awesome.
We kept it. He started drawing on it at one point, which we were like, I paid a lot. So that's, yeah. Then I got a slingshot so I can pretend, I don't know, Leave It to Beaver or something.
1950s. Joel, I want to talk to you about Animal Control because the commercials were all over the big game Mazel Tov last week. Amazing. I'm really excited for you. What about this project made it worthy of, that Joel McHale magic that turns a lot of women and men on?
Ooh.
Wow. Well, it was the money. And, no, I have a lot of gambling debts. No,
Totally.
Boy. Well, you hear this every time, which is people are like, hey, the script sucks, the cast was awful, and the direction was non-existent. And that's why I took it. So, no, it was the opposite, which you hear over and over, which was really, if the script is good, the script is really good.
Right.
And the cast was incredibly, and you can see they're way better than I am. And then the idea was pretty original. I had actually thought someone had done it before, and then I was like, that might be a good sign. No one has. And so that's how it kind of, it's like baking a cake. And you just all the ingredients have to come together, and we think it's a good cake, or it's going to poison you. So I also thought that the animal part, because everyone has animal control exists in every city, and whether you're removing raccoons or coyotes or an illegal ostrich farm, which there are. And so those things happen every day. And I thought that, that's a thing that does happen. So that's why I liked it. And I love spending time away from my family.
I hear you. Amen, sir.
So are you an animal guy, Joel? Have you ever had to catch an animal in real life? What's your chemistry with the animals on set?
Yes, I caught a living unicorn one time, and it spoke to me, and I rode it all the way to Valhalla. No, we have 3 dogs and a rabbit, and one of the dogs grew up with a rabbit, and they can't tell the difference between. They don't know if they're dogs or rabbit. So that's for real. And then when I lived in the Hollywood Hills, my cousin taught me how to catch snakes, and so I was in charge of catching and releasing rattlesnakes in my neighborhood, and I am not kidding. So I know no one believes me, but I would catch them in Pyrex containers, and then I'd take them back out to Griffith Park.
I'm so happy you released them.
That's good.
Well, that's when you say it was a different time.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's the right thing to do, is you release them into the wild.
No, I mean catching rattlesnakes. I don't know how many parents would condone that now.
Well, I'm happy that he released it.
Oh, that's all you care about is the rattlesnake.
I didn't want to start an argument.
Joel McHale had to break up your fight.
You get the best of both worlds. I captured it and released it. And it's fine. We write to each other now. We have them over for 4th of July. Great.
You're old friends.
I'm sitting here looking at you, and all I can think about is your own off-Broadway production of Joel and the Giant Light Switch. That would be
I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll do
that.
He'll do it.
Here we go with the music. That's terrible. See, I just ruined my career. That was it. My career's over.
Well, let's talk about your career, because you have one of those things it's hard to say now we're in the internet age, is that your old shows, which some of them don't hold up, The Soup holds up.
Yep.
Now talk to me, because I have a guilty reality TV pleasure. Mine's Love After Lockup. I don't want to talk about it unless you want to text about it. What is your reality TV show guilty pleasure?
Oh boy. Well, I like the one that Nikki Glazer hosts.
Yeah.
That's a good way
You
to
can't really say
Can't
that one
say
on your show.
It's an island-based show.
Something Boy Island. I love how they make fun of that genre. And like we all, like on the Soup, we loved The Bachelor because we would just call it, like an insane game show where crazy people think they're in love. And this one kind of like it turns it on its head. And I mean, obviously, The Bachelor is huge and people love it, and they love the fantasy that someone can just be with 30 other people for a month and then marry them. It always works out. And so this one is I just like how straightforward it is. And Nikki is so funny. Now that I've told you my guilty pleasure, what's yours?
So yours is
mine is Love After Lockup.
What's mine?
It's in my original one was Shipmates with the old Chris Hardwick show. We'll talk about that later. Yes,
my guilty pleasure right now is revisiting old movies that I loved. Like last night, I watched The Burbs.
That's good. You told me about that. You said it holds up too.
It held up.
That's a great movie.
It's awesome.
My friend has it tattooed on his arm, The Burbs. He has a whole podcast, not even kidding.
Oh.
Shout out to Kurt. I really like Siesta Key.
That's your guilty pleasure?
Yeah, the 20-year-olds in bikinis and they're fighting and there's alcohol. Who cares?
Is Joel still here? Oh, there he is.
What? I'm sorry. I just bought an old iPhone for $64,000. That's called a callback, everybody. That's how it's done.
It's a callback.
That's how it's done.
Joel, we love you. We want you on our panel one day, please. It's always such a great time. DBL Nation, you must watch Joel on Animal Control. It's going to be on Thursdays on Fox. Thank you so much, Joel.
Hey, congratulations.
We'll be right back.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I'm Gordon Ramsay. Watch Next Level Chef.